Exactly.
Maria says, I'm the one that you guys teased about when you come to Alaska and something about Noah's pee-pee. LOL. There's a lot of times we talk about Noah's pee-pee.
Well,
so.
geez, I mean, that could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, half the people I know, we've been talking about Noah's pee-pee. But no, I do remember that. And we'll definitely, DM Jay again. You'll get pee-pee shots of Noah.
No,
that won't happen.
I don't have any.
But we do want to have as many local. I have a few local contacts in Alaska. I'd like as many as I possibly can, because I think the way we'll get the best experience out of Alaska is really getting with
Locals.
as many local people as we can to see the things that tourists don't see. And not that I don't mind seeing some of the stuff that tourists see, but I want to see stuff that the locals really
I want that
appreciate.
deep cut.
Yeah, when a local says this is beautiful, it's going to be beautiful.
You're right.
And most of the time, I've found that when you go to different countries or different areas like Alaska, that is almost like a different country, quite frankly. If you think about it, you got to go through Canada to get to Alaska, which is so weird,
country.
I mean, you can be in Seattle and Alaska is a 20-hour drive, I mean, it's really bizarre. But my point is that I've noticed that when you get with locals in remote areas, they typically don't want tourists to see what they really love,
Yeah.
Not all the time. That's not always the case, but in a lot of cases. So when you do get a local that is willing to take you somewhere really special, it's usually way more special than some, top 10 things to do in Alaska,
Yeah.
So please reach out to us.
Jason from Morph Mixology.
Jason.
He's in the building. He says,
my gosh.
"Hey, Brian, just getting here. Thank you for being transparent this year, but glad to see you're doing well. Got to come back to Yellowstone."
Yeah,
and then he put a little
back.
camera, so it's like a
Ooh,
sound.
No,
Little
we're
noise.
going to come back. I mean, obviously,
We didn't even see the friggin' thing.
I mean, let's face
We
it.
went to Yellowstone for sure.
We went to Yellowstone, and we were in we were in the corner of it.
Yeah, we were there.
But
We were huddling.
We didn't see the Yellowstone, and definitely enjoyed visiting with Jason and his wife, and we'll be back, and we'll definitely do it sometime in the summer.
Raid your jerky.
Spring/fall might be a cool fall trip.
I think like maybe like late summer, early fall.
Yeah,
could be
like
cool.
fall could be really cool because it might be really beautiful out there, and I think by fall, hopefully, the world will look a little different than it does now.
Yeah, at least there'll be beautiful colored everywhere.
It will be.
Lily says, "Brian, my daughter Akira and I love you, and we watch you daily. My husband wanted my son to be named Tiger." Oh, no, wait, hold on. It's better. Tiger Samurai.
Ooh.
I named him Daniel. LOL.
Oh, man, poor Daniel.
Yeah, sorry, Daniel.
Man, I'm going to, for now, forever. But what was your daughter's name?
Akira.
Now, that's cool. Akira's
That's cool. Why not? That and Tiger
Akira
Samurai?
And Tiger Samurai?
Yeah, your husband was
Jesus.
onto something.
My gosh, I mean, I think that is a duo, man. Can you imagine Akira?
This is my kids, Akira and Tiger Samurai.
Tiger Samurai over here. I'd be like, oh my God, I'd love your family for this, man. But I mean, I'm sure Daniel's fine. It's going to turn out good, but I'm sure he's just not going to.
He's not going to have the opportunities that Tiger Samurai would have.
I mean, Daniel's going to be great.
Yeah,
but Tiger Samurai would have been really something special,
Yeah. Blue Salad says, I've tried reading this before. I don't know what this means, so you're going to help me out, okay, Brian?
Yeah, I'm great at this.
All right. It says, got a garter doing brumation in my basement that's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I feel like I should get her to 50 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I will fridge her if I have to, but that freaks me out.
No, I think you're fine at 60, to be totally honest with you. You're completely fine. Our hibernaculum, I love that word. Hibernaculum. It's only about 60 degrees. So we used to keep them down in the low 50s, but we found that, 60 degrees is fine.
Perfect for a hibernaculum.
It's completely fine. So I would not. The problem you have to have with refrigerators is that modern day refrigerators also dry things out, right? So if you ever use a refrigerator for brumating reptiles, you have to find an older refrigerator that doesn't. I can't remember what the actual chemical.
Freon?
I think Freon was in the old ones too, but there's. So now what you want, right, is your refrigerator doesn't want your vegetables to seep. So it dries them to keep them solid, right? And so it literally will dry out your reptiles and kill them. Wow. So you can't put a reptile in a normal refrigerator.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The next one up is Crosstown Exotics, our buddy.
Hey, what's up?
said, hey, Brian and Jay, any tips on growing your Instagram? It seems to be the toughest platform to grow.
It is tough.
Love the solo podcast. Glad the hissing cockroaches are doing great at the Reptarium.
Yeah, thanks, brother. And we still got to come out and see you sometime.
I know.
We
missed you,
we
man.
definitely want to check. And we want to get some more stuff. So if you have anything cool for us, please let us know. We want to build out that arachnid/bug wall better. We've been working Instagram really hard the last 3 weeks, and Jay knew this, that my one goal for 2021 was to really make Instagram a higher priority. And we're just about to hit 500K on Instagram from 400, and we were at
440s
we were literally we grew about 5,000 followers all of 2020, and we've grown 25,000 in the last 3 weeks or so. And it's really just about consistency, man. It's about putting out content, the right content, do a lot of IG stuff, do pictures, do reels, try to hit everything that they do, right? So they do reels, they do pictures, they do IGTV, they do stories, they do live. Try to hit all of them. And if you're hitting all of them, for some reason, when you're hitting them all and hitting them very consistently,
Instagram seems to favor.
It starts to favor your content. So we hope that this run that we're having right now will continue. We hope that it maybe even build. I went from sometimes being I'd look at my 7-day statistics and I'd be like plus 12.
Yeah.
To where now we're like, yesterday we added 1,500 followers yesterday on Instagram. Most days have been about 1,000 to 1,200. So it's just working it hard and making it a priority, So now when we film, we literally, just as much as we're focusing on the vlog, we're saying, does this make sense for Instagram, or how can we make a banger on Instagram, whether it's a picture, a video, a reels, a story, whatever it is. So just work hard. It is a very tough platform,
because there's so much kinds of content that it's just like ridiculous. And not to mention that you have to shoot a lot of that stuff in vertical, so it doesn't work it's hard to recycle your content.
Like
stuff.
You can sometimes with other platforms go like, all right, I'm going to put the same thing on Facebook as I put on YouTube. You can't really do that on Instagram. It's a very specific, you can do stuff with like TikTok and Instagram, as long as it's under a minute. But it's a difficult platform. I agree with you. I think the hardest. I think Twitter might be harder, to be totally honest with you. I think Twitter is the hardest to grow on, and I think Instagram is the second hardest to grow on. So, but just work it, man. Work it hard. The harder you work it, the better it'll be.
Scottish Rob says, hey, Bri, thanks for the suggestion for the Phoenix Herp Society.
Nice, huh?
His family went on vacation 2 weeks ago and was a lot of fun and informative. Best to you. I think I actually seen pictures about this or something on Instagram,
awesome.
maybe.
That's awesome. Super cool place. Love it, man. Love the people there. It was a great time, and I can't wait to get back again, because I'll go there every time I'm out in Arizona. And Arizona's definitely one of my favorite places on the planet.
Top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Hawkman threw $3 just for some love, baby.
What's up, Hawkman?
Appreciate
Thank you, man.
Shane Lee says, hey guys, Brian, do you have a possible het lorry for sale? Or I guess just a normal lorry, but
it's an incomplete dominant, so there's no het, there's no anything like that. So we do not have anything right now available in that project, but we will. This year we'll be producing some stuff. So hang tight, and hopefully we can get you something when you're ready.
Nathan threw $1 just for love. Kyle Abram threw $2 just for love.
Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it, man.
J&K's Blazing Snakes says, hey, Brian, just got an 18 by 18 short terrarium, and we don't know what to put into it. Looking if there is any desert species that we could breed.
18 by 18? Is that what they said?
Yes.
18 by 18 by what? What's the 18 by 18 by?
Maybe it's a square.
Maybe it's like a
cube.
Cube. Maybe.
Desert
species. So you would have to get into like knobtail geckos.
They actually, I just seen on the screen right now. They came back and said something other than geckos.
Shit.
I'd for another one, Mike.
Well, I think the problem is that you are a little bit constrained by the size of the terrarium and the fact that you want something desert, So there's nothing really snake-wise that fits. I mean, maybe Kenyan sand boas, but that's a little smaller than what I'd like to see them in. As a big female is going to get bigger to that. That's a tough one. I mean, I mean,
hard enclosure.
geckos are probably your only, terrestrial geckos are probably your only option, to be totally honest with you. I can't think of anything else. And if I think of something else, I'll let you know, but I can't think off the top of my head of anything other than geckos that make sense for that size that are desert. Now, if you want to get into, neotropical or something like that, then it opens up a couple things. But yeah, for now, I think and now look at knobtail geckos. I mean, they're freaking awesome.
Yeah, they are really sweet.
Yeah.
Brandon says, thanks for being such an inspiration, Brian, even on days you don't feel like it. My son Gavin and I started construction on our reptile room today.
Awesome. Well,
Congrats,
congratulations,
man.
you two. I hope it turns out as well as you expect and better than you expect, and enjoy the journey. And I think that I love what you just said about you and your son doing it. I think that is so important. And that's one of the things with me and Noah now. It's like, I just want to do things with him, whatever it is. We share a passion for social media. We like watching basketball together. Hockey's about to start. I'm sure we'll watch that. We watch movies together, which, by the way, Jay, I forgot to tell you this.
What
man.
did you forget?
Holy shit, dude.
What the hell, dude?
I am telling you, I'm going to give you a movie suggestion right now that I love, man.
Okay, what is it?
I watched this last night, and guys, I'm telling you what, I was blown away. Punch up movie Fat Man.
Oh shit, dude. Is it good?
Dude, I legitimately love this movie. I love this movie right there. And dude,
this looks good, dude. Mel Gibson.
So listen, Mel Gibson, I'm not going to give it away. He's Santa Claus. Okay. And you could sell
Damn, Fat Man. I get you.
And legitimately, I have never seen a movie that has had a more wild take on Christmas.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
But yet absolutely works.
Where do I find this movie, sir?
I don't. We watched it on demand. On Comcast.
I'll look it up.
It was like $5.99 for rental, and I'm sure you can find it on. I don't know if it's
on
Netflix,
YouTube
but
too.
It's somewhere. I legitimately, and I'm sorry if people watch this and say the movie sucks, and if you watch it and the movie sucks. I think it was maybe the best movie I've seen in the last 12 months.
No.
Now, granted, there haven't been a lot of new
I was going to say, that's
right?
like 8 movies.
Yeah, there's not a lot of great movies, but I thought it was my favorite movie I've seen in the last
I will definitely
last
check
12
that out.
months. I loved it. And Lori loved it too. I mean, like Christmas is Christmas, right? Every Christmas movie is going to be similar in a way. This is a radical take on Christmas. But yet not in the sense that you go, this is stupid.
Yeah, no.
It's almost like,
okay.
It's almost like if Quentin Tarantino did a Christmas movie.
That's what it looks like, even like the cover.
It's very Quentin Tarantino-ish.
Ooh.
And yet I believe Mel Gibson
Wrote it
and produced it.
Wow.
And directed it. So great flick. Definitely check it out.
Kyle says, favorite bull snake morphs, Brian?
Oh my gosh. Well, the Hypo Stillwater is amazing. They do have a couple little genetic quirks to them that are a little bit of an issue, stomach issues and stuff like that. But I love that Hypo Stillwaters. Punch that up, Hypo Stillwater bull snake. I mean, these are freaking beautiful snakes, man. I mean, it's Hypo Stillwater. Yep, it's right there, right in the top. Yep.
We've talked about it before.
Really
I remember this.
Beautiful snakes. I mean, just
what's a good one? Hit me with a good one.
I think that on that white right there.
That's a
really
banger.
That's a banger. Yeah.
Oof.
So look at how beautiful those are. I mean, those are incredible. But there's a lot of bull snakes. I mean, I like ghosts.
I love bull snakes.
I like white sides. There's a lot of stuff. There was a guy named Terry Vandeventer years ago that had an amazing bull snake collection, and a lot of the bull snakes that he was breeding, he had purple ones. I mean, a lot of the bull snakes that he bred are no longer around. I think he just got out of it. I think that some of his lines stuck around, but most of his lines did not. And it was a really disappointment that I remember once I was at the Daytona, I think it was actually Orlando Breeders' Expo. It wasn't moved to Daytona yet. And he was set up right across from me, and all he had was bull snakes. And my gosh, I mean, this is back in the late 90s, early 2000s probably. And all he had was bull snakes. He probably had 25 different mutations of bull snakes.
That's incredible.
And now I think there might be 15 mutations total all these years later. So bull snakes are really, I think of, you got to hit that underappreciated.
That underrated, overrated.
Underrated, overrated. We got a new segment that's going to be coming out here in a little bit that I'm anxious to see how you guys feel about it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun to film, and I stole it from Gary Vaynerchuk, so just so you guys know.
Oh, you mean Gary Vay?
Gary Vay. I always called him Gary V, but
I did
apparently
too.
his name is Gary Vay. So love
Literally,
Gary,
I've never heard him called that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
He's making that up.
Yeah, exactly. But I love Gary Vay, and so we stole an idea he had and implemented it. Well, that'll be out in a couple days. So
Yeah.
Bull snakes, awesome.
Snakes on the plains.
Rail this,
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?